Would you prefer to go straight up against outsiders to, maybe test your mettle, or would you prefer the lower bracket run back up?
I mean, if you play against outsiders, then you go to lower bracket anyway. So
yeah, but then it's a shorter lower bracket run. You don't get the full set of games in.
I mean, I would love to not have to go for longer games in the lower bracket. Why risk it all? Maybe someone just cheeses you really hard 2 games in a row, and you don't adapt, and you're like, man, that sucked.
Just don't get cheesed.
Yeah, I just don't get cheesed. I don't know. Anything can happen in these qualifiers. I mean, it was at Arlington, GM said that he was super happy, or not happy, but he was ready to go and play the qualifiers. He said, look, OG and Spirit, their run started from qualifiers when they won TI.
Yeah.
So he's ready to do it too.
Yeah, just copy from the greats. Take a leaf out of their book.
Yeah.
Nice little strategy.
So, heck it. Whoever's in these qualifiers right now, feel good, my friends. Go forth and win.
What's that saying? Fortune favors the bold in the qualifiers. Get those victories under your belt. It's definitely an extension of what we'd like to talk about at LAN events, though, right? Where the meta is developed in the group stage. Could you even expand that? Like, extrapolate, like, meta is developed in the qualifiers? Starts in the regionals, then we've got last chance qualifier, then we've got group stage, then we've got playoffs, then we've got main event. The meta begins now, Sheepo.
Okay. Yeah, it does. It definitely does. We've seen one primal beast. This is the first tiny pebble falling off of a cliff that starts an avalanche of primal beasts.
Hell yeah. I mean, the real argument against what I'm saying is that they're not playing international level, are they? They're all playing within their own region. And some teams are definitely better than others.
Yeah.
There might be little picks or little item builds here or there that we'll pick up on and think about in a month's time when TI proper does begin.
I mean, it's nice, right? Like, inter-region, even if you're not playing the highest quality, like, international Dota, things change. Like, Bet Boom, for example, they had a massive, like, effect on the region. Right? They playing this Nature's Prophet carry. Everyone else is now playing the Nature's Prophet carry. You just have people pick up on other things, and it is good on an international level.
Yeah, the Lycan Visage Prophet Zoo strat with the Chen coming back out. Thank you, Bet Boom.
Thank you.
Slayer with a nice little play there. Able to take the 3rd bounty rune for his team. Gets in behind Crystallize and Lil, who were trying to lurk for the top 1 in the river. Gets himself a nice bit of bonus gold. And it will be that Undying Bloodseeker lane against Underlord Clockwork.
I can't imagine this is laneable. Does Clock have boots? No, he went Windlace though. I guess he wanted the regen and wanted to try and play the first couple waves at least.
Oh, range creep denied.
Yeah, BB's just gonna go for the pull himself while Clock deals with this. I actually like it. I think Clock's gonna do a lot more harass damage in the lane than Underlord, so doing it this way around seems good.
Wave dragging.
Oh, yeah. Look at him. He's meeting the wave though. It's forcing him to lane.
The 4th lane of Dota 2 up in his top jungle.
Yeah.
Lil gonna drag the creeps across as well.
It's not a bad idea. They executed it nicely. Both of them got 1 wave each and pulled it together. Nothing missed.
Yeah, not too bad. What's happening down bottom? Looks like Big Num's being gone on. It's just an Arctic burn to zone him away from this creep wave that's been dragged across as well. So yeah, we finally get to see this lane manipulation from both teams on both sides of the map. Ursa's between his towers.
It's actually, I mean, it's kind of gone badly for them top. Oh god, Minecraft in danger.
Yeah, he was pretty low there. You get his bottle charges off though. 8-3 on the Lina, 4-1 on the Invoker, so getting handled a little bit there, Young G. Last hits anyway. But we've seen this before. First couple of waves is hard against this Lina. Then you get your double nulls, you get your urn. Things start to look up for you.
Yeah. I'm actually really happy for Mind Games with this top lane so far. Like, the creep dragging, even though they connected the waves, did not go that well for them, and they did get forced under tower in the end anyway. Like, BB's getting more last hits than you could really ask for in this lane.
And it's also like negating the Undying's presence, right? Because Undying wants to sit in the lane, spam decay on heroes, and if you're dragging know, one wave one way, one hero's there, and another's over there. You're not getting the full utilization out of decay.
Yep.
Just regen up a little bit on Slayer. Back under his tower. Spots Lil. He does have the cogs. Just going to battery assault him down a little bit. And Clockwork in those straight 1v1s going to come out the victor.
Yeah, he wants to pull. That's why he kind of backed off from Lil. But Lil's gonna... Nice, he gets the aggro off. Lil should be aggroing this creep wave.
Slayer's gonna re-aggro.
Oh.
Aggro the creep wave again. Lil, good job.
It's over. Nice aggro back.
A battle of the supports. Aggroing creep waves into camps.
It's high level, man.
Yeah, it is.
You gotta be the last one that aggroes when the creeps are de-aggroing. Like the camp is de-aggroing.
It's a dance.
Oh, get the creep.
Courier?
Courier, that's the word.
Oh.
Good try though.
Nearly have it.
Dude,
He's
Lil is playing great with the aggro. Like Slayer wants to drag the wave, so he drags the hard camp into it, so the aggro does that instead.
Yeah, and down bottom, a similar story is going on. Large camp is blocked, so Big Num is going to try and remove his own sentry to get access to that because Malik is pulling creep waves around with his wolves. BB up top, getting decayed. Blood right in towards the creep camp as well. Just looking to secure all the CS they can, but now the Undying, very low, needs to salve up under his tower. And a very hefty, like, triple wave almost coming in towards Crystallize.
Radiant's bottom tower.
Yeah, he's gonna...
Lil, trapped inside the cogs with a firestorm on him, and finally, 4 minutes in, we get our first blood for Slayer.
Nice. Slayer's been playing this lane really nicely. Like, getting a lot of really good harass out.
We're going to trap the Bloodseeker in the cogs for a second as well. How many denies can get off the back of this? Deny some creeps.
Watching Malik play Lycan is quite satisfying. It is pretty reminiscent of... I mean, it's not super, you know, insane to be microing your dogs around, but I think, like, one of the reasons why people really respect 33 as an offlaner who's really good at micro is just because he, like, uses his wolves in that way. Uses summons to get as much as he can.
Slayer just going to kill himself to the tower.
Money to burn.
Yeah, you think back to, you know, like Ice playing StarCraft
Yeah.
professionally as well, right? You know, his broodmother was always feared, his Lycan as well. All these players that find the little bits of effectiveness where you're scouting, getting vision with all the summons they've got, as well as, you know, last hits and farming, of course, goes hand in hand.
The real question is, you know, how far can we take it? Are we going to be blocking triangle? That's, like, the good stuff in the mid game.
Yeah. I mean, who was it? Like, Eternal Envy was always one of those big ones with his courier, right? Going around blocking camps, getting vision, doing all sorts of cool stuff. That's too old for me.
Yeah. I'm a youth. I don't know this.
I mean, before we had individual couriers, EE was one of the first guys to really use a courier as his, like, backup plan. He would have, like, Refresher Orb and stuff. Necro 3 on his courier, playing Nagasaran or something, you know? Getting the full micro out of stuff.
Luckily, 5 minutes into the game, that's not a factor yet. We don't have to worry about.
Yeah. Let's look into the future. We've got a 50-minute game in store for us here, for sure.
Yeah.
Get some big neutral items. Malik gonna snipe a courier.
Raindrops. Done.
Ursa. Struggling with the regen. He wants to buy his Ring of Health, but he's a good 200 gold away from it. And Big Num doesn't really offer him that much sustain. Like, level 1 sidekick is a little bit of help.
Big Num has boots coming on the courier as well. Ursa's actually forced to go home because Big Num didn't buy regen.
Greedy.
For him. No.
Yeah, so a long walk back by Dino. Battle Fury queued, 1Q wanted. Does buy himself a wind lace on top of the phase, so pretty speedy on that Ursa. Crystallize, trying to force the Underlord away from the creep wave. A tiny little Bloodseeker fighting this big fat slug. And who's this TP top? It's Heimcraft. They've trapped him inside the cogs, and this allows Delina just to shred into the Bloodseeker. That silence, though, maybe going to stop him, but with the Dragon Slave long range, I'll make short work of him and move on to Lil as well. A pretty decent decay, but Laguna Blade still in the arsenal of the Radiant, and that Firestorm will tick him down with another. Oh, we'll move forward. Oh, yeah. Finding another one. Lycan down in Young G's rotation. Doesn't have the urn yet. And he's still looking to kill off this Ursa. Phase boot's ready, but no stick, no regen. The Arctic Burn slowing him down, but he's speedy with the Windlace. The Thirst, can they jump back in with a rebound? They stun up Young G. Big Num disposes him under tower. Oh man, if he dies here, he pops the mango. One charge up, the Ghost Walk not ready. Healed from the Cold Embrace. Astral is going to save this Invoker for now. But for how long is Big Num's on his tail? Rebound ready yet again with a jump stun, but another Fairy Fire. One charge, Fairy Fire, regen from the Quas, and Young G, he's still hunting from the Ursa. They see him with the Thirst, misses the Tornado though, and a Dispose back sends Young G a little further away from the kill, but the Wyvern should have it. Lycan arrives after respawning, gets the takedown, and Big Num finds the Invoker in the end. Malik, trapped in the cogs, breaks himself out of the trap, and Lycan and this Wyvern are alive still.
This is so funny to watch. Big Num's just not skilling up Dispose or Rebound at all, so he doesn't have any damage on all his like nuky spells. He's got maxing Sidekick. Maybe that was his idea of regen in the lane. Like, I don't need to buy tangos, I'll just Sidekick you. But it doesn't really work. You know, he was just getting a little bit too low health on Ursa, and I think the TP back was warranted considering it really like messes your offlaner over playing into a Bloodseeker when you're laning on like 100 health.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Big Num was like level 3 with 1/1/1 build, and they've caught out the creep. Well, that's the Helm creep, isn't it?
I think did he just take over something else, or what was that? I felt like the creep died.
Yeah, I'm also confused.
Huh.
I don't know. We're 5 games in, 6 games in. A little bit of brain lag. I don't know. Well, it's dead anyway.
Yeah.
When it's on cooldown, so you can't have taken another creep, right? They killed it. It died.
It died. It has to have died.
Of course. Everything that you say is true and factual.
Maybe the game's lying to us. Maybe we thought we saw the creep disappear. Maybe it did. Maybe it actually did. Maybe we're actually right.
Yeah, it just died. Big Num, level 6, 9 minutes in. Again, another good game on this Marcy. Lycan has a Hellbear.
Feels farmed, don't they?
Yeah.
Except Invoker.
Well, it was 7 minutes in, and I opened up net worth, realizing, hang on a second, there's a lot of gold coming into the pockets of these heroes. Invoker having to defensively tornado mid, but they're going the creep again. Cheapo, they're killing the Hellbear. It'll die. It's gonna die there. Plus 100, guaranteed dead.
100. Oh, plus 136. Oh, Lycan in shambles.
A hungry Ursa getting so much money.
Go on, please dominate another one. Feed it away.
And they tombstone mid, hook shot it in onto the Wyvern. There's all sorts going on. Slayer's grabbed an illusion rune, trying to chase Astral. That's a risky ploy though. Courier sniped. Lycan arrives. Centaur Stomp can catch out the clock inside his own cogs. Yeah, Slayer's gone a step too far, but I think he got a lot done. He's forced heroes to rotate. He's killed a courier, grabbed a rune.
And he's stolen the tome.
Oh, has
It's
he?
10 minutes. Everyone's level 6. They're actually doing really well in terms of XP on mine games.
Yeah, both PuckChamp supports level 5.
I think they're just getting a bunch of solo kills and stuff.
Under attack.
Like, Slayer is a part of 4 kills. Bignum got that Invoker kill alone. I think that is mostly what contributed to this.
Right, it's like Ursa died bottom, and then both supports were there to lap up the experience.
Yeah. That's
Invoker?
Dota 2.
Sure is. Young G does have his own with a couple of charges now. He's going to get hookshotted by Slayer, though. And look at how many heroes swarm in towards him. Good tornado to stop the rebound, though. Young G has bought himself enough time.
Looks like Malik's gonna get bot tower for free. Really low, caught, creeps, easy kill. Supports are free to do what they want.
They're in Roshan, though.
Oh, they actually.
Sidekick Ursa. Unleash on him as well. Oh, man. Lil has level 1 tombstone, so not really enough to come and contest this, even if they wanted to.
I don't think they know about it.
Yeah, probably not. Yeah, Ursa's just farming, isn't he? Underlord's pushing alone top. Only one showing on the map, and there we go. Aegis for Ursa, 12 minutes in.
That's so awesome. This max sidekick has been... I don't know. Obviously, in the lane, it wasn't that great for constant heals, but the idea seems really good. They've been trading pretty nicely with it, the extra damage and all that, and they use it to roast too, so that Ursa can focus on going for a Battle Fury without having that Mask of Madness. I love it.
Dyer's
Very
tower has fallen.
Genius.
Yeah, we saw it a couple of times. I think it was LGD at Riyadh Masters where they surprised us with a lone druid pick. Like, Arme had not played lone druid in legit 2 years. In pro games anyway. And they paired it with this Marcy with max sidekick, Spirit Bear sidekick, disgusting.
Yeah.
And OG did it a couple of times with like Io, Bat, Marcy, Lone Druid, where they were just like Io, Tether, sidekick, and just any hero they were with destroyed people. And it's nasty stuff. I mean, here, you know, you can sidekick Ursa, sidekick Alina. You've got lots of right clickers. PuckChamp looking for an opening. They've chipped away at this tier 1 decently. The defense from Mind Games, though, is going to be this Dark Rift, portal into mid. Underlord can put himself in harm's way, force them back.
So force them back, go back through your portal, drop a Q on the wave, come back mid.
Yeah.
He actually is. Let's go.
He's doing exactly that. They spotted one out in the Roche pit. Astral tried to make a long looping escape through that top jungle. A swift Laguna Blade to the back. And a big ancient stack here. Looks like Einkrat's going to be taking. 700 away from Boots of Travel. Went for the Etherland rush on Lena. Something that I don't feel I've seen in quite a while.
Yeah, that's... I wonder what for. I get... Like, what is the benefit of this build? Maybe they're banking on Ursa being the carry and he just wants to help control heroes? Like, Bloodseeker...
Yeah, I'm trying to think because like this used to be the build, right? When Yules was still popular, go for the Etherland, so you got extra long range on your stun. Is it to try and keep distance away from Lycan creeps? Stay away from Curse?
I'm thinking late game, and I'm like, okay, Yules, you can build it into a Wind Waker. If your teammate gets Wyvern ulted, you can just lift them up. Maybe that's an idea, but there's no way you build like this on a mid if the other build is better.
Yeah, because like Boots of Travel BKB into right-click damage and the talents always feels much better.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing a Dragon Lance or something when you're playing into Undying, just so you can do your job of dealing with the Tombstone.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah, it would have been nice as well to maybe see a right-click build with armor involved, AC, even maybe Shivas, something that just keeps you protected against the Lycan, keeps you protected against the Wyvern ult and Bloodseeker, but... I don't know. Maybe it's something. Maybe it's something. I think what matters a lot is seeing what he builds after Boots of Travel, and then we'll get a good idea of where he wants his build to go.
Yeah, because I thought he was going to go Boots of Travel straight up, but it looks like he's opting the Yules first, then bots after. So definitely curious to see where he heads with it. A big deviation from what we're used to seeing on this Lena. If they do take out that top jungle, Ursa going to retreat now as he's drawn the attention of PuckChamp up there. For the past couple of minutes, you know, with that Roshan take, Mind Games have definitely been racing out in front of the rest of the pack.
They've used this Aegis as a farming Aegis, but I'm kind of surprised they're not trying to at least take or force the issue mid with it. I feel like you don't want to end your first Aegis with the mid tower still up at least.
He's still got a minute left on it. What are they doing? Underlord's defending bottom, trying to stop Lycan from pressing forward, and they're going up top. Dark Rift up there, and Young G, what's he got left in the tank? No Ghost Walk. He's been scouted out. The Ice Wall's dropped down. The rebound misses. Young G, oh, the great escape. No way he gets away from this. Hook. Oh, surely not. Ursa's trying to come off at the pass, but Young G's fine. ATP's home. He's away.
Okay. Well, that was sort of a symphony of fails. Underlord started with his Atos instead of throwing Pit down into Atos, which would have done 2 roots and been able to kill. Vignum missed his rebound. A lot of problems. It's okay though.
No hook shot.
Yeah, didn't hook shot.
And then you lose your mid-tier 1 for it as well. Although they needed that Lena Yules. She should have been there.
You're right. This is her fault.
Yeah, I mean, now Slayer. Cold snapped under a blood right. Ruptured as well. Deal with a pesky clockwork and trying to catch anyone on the retreat with a tornado, but Dino's away as Aegis gets reclaimed. Straight back into mid.
You've done your farming Aegis now. We're waiting 3 minutes, then we'll see more fighting for the top of the Roshan again. But this time, like, PuckChamp have items, they might contest it a little bit better.
It's still farming time. It comes back to the Ancients. But Malik has the Helm of the Overlord now. grabs up the Ancient Ice Shaman.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
See, PuckChamp wants BKB on Bloodseeker. Invoker has his Midas. He's just chilling. He's happy to chill, I think. And Lycan has his helm, like you said.
Do you want to wait for BKBs or going forward? I feel like PuckChamp pretty okay with this. Oh, Young G though, just walking away. He goes again. He's Houdini.
The BKB is nice, especially because Lena has gone for a magic build. I think that's the only reason I'm happy, because otherwise you are a little bit, it's a little rough. There's an Ursa who doesn't care at all about BKB, and Clock can just control you through the BKB as well. Other than that, I mean, yeah, you want it, it's nice. I don't know if you'll finish it before, maybe if the Roshan spawns late, it'll be okay.
I might be forced into a fight earlier. Especially when they've got such nice vision in this bottom jungle. And they see Ursa farming. They know that Underlord's coming up here. They're going to catch him with what? Stuns? Rupture. That'll catch him. He does get the pit and the Atos on the Lycan, but Underlord chased down and hounded by these Lycan creeps. Tombstone dropped here as well, but quickly finished off by the Ursa with the overpower as Big Num focused down. A massive bit of damage from crystallizing that Maelstrom.
Didn't quite kill Underlord there.
And he's rifting and hookshotting in. Slayer, bit of an overlap with the Yule Scepter, but still catching out this Bloodseeker while Ursa hunts in the back, kills the Wyvern. Sunstrike not going to do much, but Laguna Blade absolutely shows PuckChamp who's boss. So one team fight gets a Marcy kill, the other one back the other way gets Bloodseeker, Undying, and Wyvern, which unlocks the tier 1 mid.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
I guess that's one way to get it. I think I've been thinking more on Lena's build. I think he just rates Lena after the changes in the patch. You know, they gave her the what's it called? The Ags now that has that new effect.
The Flame Cloak.
Yeah, increases spell damage and magic resistance. She queued up after Boost of Travel. She actually queued up the shard, but right now he's already gone for it before Boost of Travel. The Fiery Soul abilities deal 15 more damage for each charge.
Okay.
I think he's just intending to do a lot of magical damage. Maybe he feels like Bloodseeker being an agi carry, Lycan, you know, who wants to build an AC. Maybe he just feels like his right clicks is not going to do that much damage to be impactful, that he wants to just do a lot of magic damage instead.
Well, you know, we were talking about metas developing and maybe regional qualifiers being step 1 in this. This might be something we look towards in the future. Something that Aincrad is like, hey, this is a build now, doing a little bit of a shift. Because even the current popular build, like you think back, Chris Luck was doing it a good 2 years ago, at least 9 months ahead of everybody else doing it, and it took those 9 months for everyone to catch on and be like, hang on a second, why am I buying Yules? Why am I doing this when I can just go Brown Boots, BKB, Boots of Travel, Daedalus, Shiva's Guard? That's it. That's it. Throwing a Skadi here and there. Smoke pops on Astral. Dino gets ruptured, but that hook shot catching into the two of them, and the Laguna Blade connecting, crystallizing so much trouble. Dino can't give chase though. Yule's up, stops Malik, but not for long enough. Rips into the Lena, while the Ursa now stranded without any teammates, trying to battle 1v4. Ice Wall not going to clip him. The BKB lasted long enough. Sunstrike off the mark as well, but look at these zombies and summons chasing towards the Ursa. Only held back thanks to the Underlord's Pit and Atos. Young G, you can't go up high ground. No walking up steps for you. Oh, wait, Slayer? Wait, what? Did he just rocket him?
No, hacking away.
Level 4 rocket just killed off the Bloodseeker. He was trying to lifesteal off creeps mid.
What a baller. Nice snipe. Nice snipe, man. And now they get roached for that.
There's a little wolfie scouting them out. They've got Winter's Curse. And it's on to Slayer. Overpower wasn't on though, so it might not be enough to kill him. The Sunstrike. A bit of damage from these wolves, doing a lot there, but not enough to take the kill. And now Bloodseeker has respawned, and Roshan at about half health. PuckChamp they want in, but the pit, the hook shot, catching the Lycan, shoving him back towards the pit. The Aegis on the floor, shot down as well. He denied the Aegis with the Golem, but Malik, cold embrace up, getting healed even inside the pit. Chasing forward, Dino once more, hungry for Young G's blood, and Lena will find the kill. No, the Soul Rip keeps him alive, barely dying as Malik falling inside the pit once again. But Young G's survival, the story of the fight, and that Aegis deny.
I can't believe it. I saw the tornado come out and I was like, there's no way he can get the denial. Like, there's no way he can locate with the Aegises and deny it in time. No, but he did. He got it. That was so nice. Oh my. Also, the Rupture went out onto the Enrage. You know, that's really bad. We talked about how like difficult it is to Rupture and Ursa in the draft, and I think they struggle with it a couple fights now. I really like the rebound movement speed. It's doing a lot of work in these fights, especially with how many slows they have between the Tombstone, the Wyvern Q. I think Bignum's just kind of buffing everyone in a really nice way this game.
It was so immediate. It's like Roshan dies, Tornado's there, and the Golem's just like, oh, yes, my job,
Yeah.
hit Aegis.
Punch, punch. That's super nice deny, though. Well played. Well played, Tim.
And good realization as well. I didn't notice at the end of that fight, there was still a Tombstone up on the high ground, so Mind Game's kind of disengaging, not chasing for more.
Yeah, they got what they wanted. They don't want to overcommit now, especially because there's no Aegis in play.
Oh, I'm dying. Doesn't last long. Just a rebound and a jump in.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Blink BKB Ursa ready to fight any given moment.
He's honestly... Oh, they got together. That was so
adorable. Do you think they planned that? Like, did they...
They're like 3, 2, 1.
synchronized? Like in those spy movies where they all set their watch to match the timing with each other. Malik does get his shapeshift off in time to get away, and the hook shot whiffs while Lena throwing Laguna Blade into someone. Looks like Astral the worse for wear. And the fight spread pretty wide off to that right-hand jungle. Now, TP out from the Underlord will give him the safety he needed.
Dude, Eincrad is... He doesn't care about these travels.
He's
Going for a
incredible.
blink now as well.
I'm
Every time
sorry.
he gets 2k gold, he just buys something new.
Lacoste isn't here, so I've got to take the pun and dad jokes.
Well, I didn't hear a
Oh,
pun.
I said incredible.
Eincrad... Oh my god.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Slayer. He's found the Undying. I don't know if Invoker wanted to come in here and fight it, because he's had to BKB and still getting a lot of physical damage thrown his way, but that 3-man curse into that enraged BKB Ursa maybe allows Crystallize to open up onto Slayer. They've killed off Lil. Slayer will die and Crystallize. Time to run away. Say bye-bye to him. Back to Fountain we head, and a good light striker right here. It's Eincrad from super long range. The Ether Lens allowing him to stun the Wyvern and chase on into the base with a Dino Ursa.
I'm very impressed by Dino this game. He's played so well on Ursa. And Bignum is just enabling him really hard. They're just running together, constantly doing things together. Total threat. Like mid. You know, it looks bad. Like, oh, we didn't get our Marcy rebound onto the Lycan. We didn't get our clock hook shot hitting. But guess what it did do? It put the wolf form on cooldown, and it set up for that fight there. That goes really well because he doesn't have wolf fight.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Do they know Young G's up there? I'm not sure they do. But yeah, it was kind of similar to the fight down bottom. I can't remember, it was like 12 minutes in or something, where Big Num goes in, he dies. They spend a couple of low cooldown spells, and PuckChamp, use a curse, they use a rupture, and then they go back for round 2 and they get 3 kills. So it's like the overall trade across 2 team fights is still favoring them.
Is under attack.
And all of these team fights are just, one long team fight, super extended. We had 25 minutes of team fighting in this one.
Actually true, yeah. I enjoyed the double team fight around the Roche pit as well. I just think like when I compliment Dino, I think he's used his hero to the absolute limit. The first BKB reveal, he got right in there, killed Wyvern, like went on more, got Undying, like very much used every piece of status resistance and magic immunity he could to keep fighting before getting out alive. I really like how they're team fighting right now. Meanwhile, PuckChamp, we should probably hype them up a little bit. What can they be doing right now? Let's take a look. See, we got BKB Bloodseeker, the drums on Lycan. They do a lot of damage if they can start the fight right.
Yeah, it's just like starting that fight is difficult when Winter's Curse is your only real team fight ability. And now the catch in, they found the Wyvern, the perfect target to jump in. Slayer gonna help Eincrad Take down Astral. Lil's died as well, and they have managed to rupture this Ursa, but with his enrage up, he's tanky enough to withstand any damage coming his way.
Did he rupture onto the stage resist again?
I'm not sure. It looked like it.
It looked like it, yeah. It's really
like,
difficult.
This is the thing. Like, who starts the fight for them? Like, Lycan runs in, doesn't feel great. Young G kind of has to be the guy that just says, hey, I have to tornado and really do all the bash. Just straight up. First hit onto the Invoker, kill him off.
Yeah, the poking's not bad. It's a very legitimate. Oh, they're getting more. Oh.
At the very least, forced to BKB, and now Ursa with his basher probably gonna be able to stop Crystallize here. He's not fast enough on this Bloodseeker, and Slayer yet again with the angle lines it up for the Wyvern kill, and Dino godlike. What's gonna stop him now?
A wave cutting from Malik.
Ah, yes.
Dire's structures
Classic.
are fortified.
Yeah, I was just saying, I think the poking is very legitimate. Like, if you're Invoker and you're able to go on Underlord there and force TPs, force spells, force a BKB, it's not bad. Because then you can get back and then go again, like we talked about that Mind Games were doing. PuckChamp could do that too. It's just very difficult for them because now they're so far behind. So, like, for example, they take that fight, they kind of start to play back a bit. They want to get off. But there's this ward on this cliff and the river just shows Undying, and Ursa just blows them up instantly. And then their tombstone fight is gone. He's very mobile. This basher are very effective as well. It's keeping control of like this BKB on Young G. It just doesn't really matter. They need to kind of play around, like maybe they needed to buy some Yule Scepters to control the Ursa. Maybe they needed anything. They don't have very good like instant lockdown.
Yeah.
It makes this Ursa a very good pick.
And it stems from, you talked about it, right? This Battle Fury, and you kind of need it on the Ursa to scale and build up these big items that he's picked up. But also that early Roshan, the sneak into Rosh, where they baited with a hero down bottom, they smoked 3 into the pit, got that early Aegis. Maybe we could argue that it was a bit passive, that they used that Aegis just for farming, but it's now got them to a point where they're 15k ahead. They're taking down all these outer towers pretty quickly whenever they get towards them. And now waiting for that next Roshan in potentially 30 seconds. All they need is another good team fight, and this could close the door on PuckChamp here.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Triple wards in that top jungle, though, is definitely an indication that PuckChamp want to fight around the outpost. Use buybacks, guard Roshan. This is where they need to commit to battle.
You gotta play around these wards in a meaningful way. It's one thing to have them down, it's another to defend them. If Mind Games are showing on these wards, you want to abuse that, you want to take a good fight. Otherwise, you know, what's the point of them, really?
They're pretty.
Yeah, well, I think for now they're kind of chilled. I think they believe that even if one was to get de-warded, the other one will still stay up. That's the point of committing a lot of wards to it. And they are using Lycan Wolves to scout the Roche pit, which because yeah, they're invis, they're probably not going to get checked. Mind Games haven't put a sentry outside the pit, so that's just free checking for them. When they see that it's up, I think that's when they will go play on these wards.
Yeah. And they do have a gem on Slayer, so that might be a problem for them as well. Crimson Guard, gem, Clockwork. So tanking up against the Lycan summons, against the Tombstone as well. Zombies are no joke.
Yeah.
And having this D-Ward tool is going to help them out tremendously. And it just feels like nowhere's safe for PuckChamp to play. Like they're afraid in the bottom lane. It's just Crystallized and Astral are kind of walking back and forth, wondering, where do we go?
Hype news, Ironcrad has finally given up on Boots of Travel. He has had them queued as his first queue for 30 minutes. He has finally given up. He queued up the Ags instead and put Boots of Travel behind him one day.
There's just another item in front of the queue. What was it? Aetherlens cuts the queue, Yules cuts the queue, Kaya Sanj completed, Blink Dagger. A very, very mobile, pretty tanky Lena.
Shard cut the queue. Lots of queue cutting.
Yeah.
Honestly, disgusting behavior. That was very depressing. Did you see that? The stun left all the creeps on 1 health.
On the bottom wave?
Yeah.
Oh,
if you're
no.
going this build, I feel like you want it to at least clear a wave.
He even went like LSA damage talent. Yeah.
Does Dragon Slave clear?
310. I mean, it does less damage than Fly Strike Array.
Oh, well then no.
It's upsetting.
That's pretty distressing.
Well, this time Ursa gets Aegis. And a Shard. And a cheese.
Wow.
Many
Soft
things.
fromage. Who took it? The
The shard's on Lena now.
cheese is on Underlord.
Oh, nice. Well, they're just beelining it to play under their vision because they've seen Malik. They know he's gone south. Oh, Ursa nearly has him. Can we get the shapeshift off, Malik? He's not even going to use it. He knows that he is dead to rights. Completely caught. Crystallized does TP out.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
All right. Extra breaking news, Gary. She has actually bought the booster travel.
Oh,
Radiant's
finally.
That was why. It was because booster travel were always at the front of the queue, so we put them in second in queue so that the booster travel could cut the queue. And he could finally buy it.
32 minutes in, we realized the dream. Finally here. Oh, they scouted Lil.
He got stacks from that, he knows.
Yeah, Aincrad gonna try and chase the floppy Ogre Seal Totemi Undying. Clear out that bottom wave. It has been a bit of a problem for them with a Black Dragon pushing, Lycan keeping these waves out. And honestly, the past couple of minutes has been, PuckChamp have lost a couple of heroes here and there, but their split pushing has definitely been on point. Invoker's cutting top, they were cutting down bottom, making things difficult for Mind Games to really get a firm footing on the map.
They need to be careful. Oh, what a catch.
Nice glyph on the courier as well. Keep it protected against the Wyvern. Okay, you're refreshing for that.
Yes, and?
Fair. You do you. Made sure that Wyvern was super dead. Oh, the dragon's been caught. Plus 250. Slayer with the big money.
Now we teleport them in. Now for high ground push.
Oh yeah, this is up there with the Underlord. What's keeping them back? Nothing. Just decay spams. Tombstone.
Wyvern. Then he died.
Wyvern dead. 10 more seconds.
BB Underlord needs to buy an Assault Cuirass. Next item.
Become even tankier.
Yeah, he is buying one. He just bought the plate mill on the Hyperstone.
Hey, it's pretty farmed, eh? 18k. Bloodseeker definitely falling short now. Did get that basher, but
I'm really not feeling Crystallize on carry. I'm not sure if it's just like a bad draft setup or just like the team's not getting him involved properly or if he's just like not playing well. But I'm definitely not feeling his impact and I do not like this butterfly that he's going for. I think when you're behind like this, it's not hard for the enemy to match you. If they get a single whiff that you're going for a butterfly, then the next IM on Ursa's list is an MKB. He's going to farm it faster than you can because his team is winning. And now you have a useless IM. I don't like this IM. It doesn't feel good every time I've seen it.
Right. You finish your sentence and he shifts. Changes to Mjolnir.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. That's what I thought.
There we go. Well, they're coming back up high ground again, Mind Games, without PuckChamp. Are you just going to let this set of barracks fall? They've got Glyph. Feels kind of bad to Glyph on a naked Rax, though. You want those tier 3s and tier 4s really hitting into people. And get a bit of mana burn on the Ursa. It does, of course, still have Aegis for a minute and a half and a BKB in backpack.
Young G's Hex is a big item. It just needs to be... It's just hard for them to use it properly. You ideally want to reveal this type of item in like a big way. Like, oh, we smoke up, we're going to catch them by surprise, we'll get a pick off. But I think at this point, Mind Games are pretty like keyed into what they need to do to win the game. They're playing together, they're playing like... There's not really one guy just like farming alone in a side lane, or if it is, it's like someone with Boots of Travel or Underlord Gate. They're not really giving them much.
No,
they're not giving them much space to come back. Yeah.
All of the lanes. It's so nice to see. Like Slayer's the one kind of coming back to defend. You've got movement back from the Underlord. He's obviously still got that Fiend's Gate to reposition himself on the map as well. It's like a hard shove bot, get tier 2, farm enemy ancients so they can't come out and clear them themselves. And it looks like a straight line drawn to that top outpost.
Oh, what are they meant to do? What are they meant to do? Crystallize, maybe. I mean, he has Basher, it's pretty strong. How do they need to start a fight? It would be nice if they could get a Rupture onto Ursa when he doesn't have Aegis and also isn't enraged. Aegis is expiring now.
This is as good a time as any. Oh, but the high ground sentry and observer ward, they saw Invoker. They see Invoker. They know he's there. They hook shot in and Slayer This is a huge kill. No buyback, does he? He's dead for a long time. 65 seconds.
Held your feet to the fire.
Jeez. It's hard. That's all I can think. I want to think of their way back into this game. It's some god tier fight where they have a tombstone on a high ground and mind games really play into it. They get the Rupture out on Ursa and Wyvern like.
And you curse the Lina next to the Ursa who has overpower on. And the zombies stack up.
That's it. That's the dream. Now we just have to wait for it to happen. Let's go, PuckChamp.
30 seconds for your Invoker to come back up, though. And Underlord, he's the only one showing. The only one putting himself in harm's way. So no big curse play available. It's just a tier 3, though. They don't lose another lane. They're coming back to maintain the rest of their lanes. Mid and bot need to be pruned, pushed back out across the river.
Radiant are scanning.
You're thinking desperately, like, how can I prolong this game? And we've seen Malik trying his best on Lycan. He's had his dragon sitting in the tree spot and just shoving out waves there. He's got the shards, so the dogs are just constantly spawning to push out the side lanes. It's hard for him to cut waves where mind games are because they have gem on Slayer. They're trying their best. They're coming up with ideas. It's just not enough.
There's like no dire vision anywhere on the map right now.
Yeah.
Youngji, Invis, trying to lead the charge.
They're poking out.
Yeah, you need to get some of these observers down. It's deciding where you want to fight. It looks like they want to try and fight near their ancients. And even smoking up. And heading even deeper into that bottom jungle.
Maybe they're hoping someone will deal with bot.
Slayer's just hookshotting creeps and using his overclocking Aghanims to refresh it. Lina, in the meanwhile, being eyed up, but oh man. Aincrad, did he know? He just blinks away.
Youngji walked too close to the creep that Aincrad was killing, and it got ghost walked.
That's upsetting. And now Youngji straight in towards the Underlord, gets the Hex in, but look at the damage from Dino, just shredding Youngji, dead for a minute. And this Ursa can keep going for more. The Bloodseeker tries to face off against Big Number. Big Number's a bigger carry than the Bloodseeker ever will be. Bloody destroys him, he does. Malik, the wolf, he is a sad little puppy running back through the river as it looks like PuckChamp have given up on any chances in that team fight. Back to base, bunker down and defend for as long as possible now.
Oh boy, I don't know. Were they hoping to take a full-on fight there? They sweep through the entire Mind Games jungle. They have to have known that they would be as 5 on that high ground. Maybe they were hoping to be split like between top and the triangle.
Slayer trying again. Doesn't land his hookshot this time. But a set of barracks nonetheless. They can finish off mid if they want to as well. Melee still standing there. Another 20 seconds with no Bloodseeker. 15 without your Invoker. Dino goes straight for the buildings. And Roshan not too far from respawning himself.
It's no tier 2. They could... no, they're respawning. Play safe, boys. Nearly secured themselves another upper bracket game.
Yeah, come back, D-Ward. Control Roche. Secure yourselves this victory to move on to play against outsiders. When Slayer on his clockwork, he's overfarmed. Crimson Ags and he's working on BKB. Did they have a Philosopher's Stone on Radiant? They didn't, right?
I don't know.
There's no Philly.
Expect me to remember neutral items?
If it's a Philosopher's Stone, yeah. How's he got so much money?
From murder, I think. Part of 21 kills of 29.
It's the battery assault buffs. Mana cost reduced. Double damage to creeps.
I mean, yeah, it could be that too. I mean, like, by and far, he has had the most impact this game.
And this fight could be the one to end the game. The smoke, they're under dire vision. It breaks, the Hex on the clock, but look at that. Ursa straight for the Invoker. Down his throat. And 2 heroes hit the deck. Incredibly quick move in. I do get a bash onto the clockwork, but that Laguna Blade clears through Crystallize. Oh man, it's a disaster for PuckChamp. The Winter's Curse just a reset tool as Undying brought back, about to die back. Cold Embrace will only delay his inevitable doom as he's bashed and Abyssal Bladed down by Dino. And the chase towards the Wyvern. Astral flapping over the Roche pit, trying to get away from danger. Slayer. I heard him overclock, but he's got no mana left for anything else, as Ironcrad is the one to catch the Wyvern now.
You see the damage on those spells.
Yep.
That's pretty cool. The Ags Octarine build with Kaya Sand, doing a Dragon Slave Light Strike. It's nearly killing Wyverns from fall. It's definitely a build.
Wait,
Very fun. I hope to see it more.
is Youngji... Do they have gem? Okay, they don't. They just portal bottom, and Youngji was standing right next to it when they were arriving. Yeah, watching that back is just the Ursa show at this point. He sees a core and he just jumps straight on them.
They have too many cores at this point. You have BKB Marcy with Basher again. Same thing as last game. I crystallized wants to man up.
Oh, the Lotus.
Doesn't do anything.
The Laguna Blade. Youngji nearly straight up dies to it. And Bloodseeker, he's got himself away with that cape as the Lycan is rooted up. Malik near death. A few more hits will do the job, but in the back is Dino finding crystallized. Malik does kill Ironcrad though with his little wolvies.
He's running for his life from Marcy.
And then dies anyway. Oh, that curse on the clockwork. Could be dying to the Ursa, having all his mana burn as well. Youngji with a meatball deafening blast, pushing them back. Don't forget this Ursa has Aegis still, so another rebound in, aiming for Youngji. If they find this Invoker kill, likely game over as he gets the bash he needs. Takes him down, gone for 100. Malik also brought back, having to contend with this Underlord who still has the cheese. Back to full health, swipes into this Undying. And with 3 heroes down, it looks like tier 4 is next on the menu here. And GG, straight up called.
Sad for PuckChamp. They've just been on a bit of a deep decline since 4-2, and who can blame them?
Yeah, cool little Lena build coming out though. I'm excited to see a bit more of that, honestly.
Yeah, same. I really like it. I thought it was really cool. Yeah, I just to say quickly on PuckChamp, it's a team that doesn't feel very motivated when I look at them outside of the game. Like, they're not playing third-party tournaments. They did, I think they lost their first game with the